All right, welcome back to Small Town Sports. I got Tapper to the bottom of me and Ashton to the left of me. We finally got all three of us on this podcast. Let's get her going. I fucking don't know about hockey anymore. One of the co-hosts dipped, and I don't know what the other one's doing. I don't know what the move is on hockey anymore. I'll try to find out what the move is and try to get it going on Thursdays. But for now, it's just going to be Tuesday basketball on the channel until I figure shit out. But we're just gonna kick it off with the Rui trade. What's the move on that,
Yeah,
Ashton?
you were gassed about that in the group chat, to be honest with you. Doesn't do anything for them. They're still barely gonna fucking sniff the play-in, if the play-in at all. And unfortunately, our boy Braun has not seen another title. Won't be
But
happening. I don't think that actually does anything for the Lakers, really. Like maybe I'm not a big Rui guy. I don't know if Tapper knows anything about him. Tapper seems like he would. But I can't see him really making that big of an impact.
it's a
No.
it's a big trade, and I don't know. Everyone's giving it like a C or C minus trade because they gave up Kendrick Nunn. The
Yeah,
fuck is
no, yeah, see, that's the good part. They did
you?
give up
Yeah,
fucking they
you
didn't
gave up.
lose much.
You had 3 point guards, 4 point guards:
Mhm.
Pat Bev, Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Nunn, Dennis Schroeder. So you trade for a 3 and D wing who's going to play the power forward or the small forward for LeBron and AD when they're tired.
It's a good
He
trade to fit,
He's
like to
shooting
get rid of a guard.
47.
Yeah.
He's shooting 43% from the three this season. He has a high 3 point
Was he shooting?
percentage, 43% or some
I
bullshit
thought you
like
said
that.
four. I thought you said 47. I was gonna say
No,
that's
43,
crazy. Yeah, like Steph
43% from
Curry.
the three. Fucking he did get traded to the Lakers, so his shooting might go down. You see it, everybody gets traded to the Lakers and their fucking shooting goes in the shitter. For some reason, I don't know if it's the LeBron effect or the lights of LeBron. You get nervous, but fucking hopefully he stays consistent. He's
I'd
a
say the only good thing about getting like that trade really is like you said, they got rid of the point guards, and Kendrick Nunn has done nothing. Didn't
he
do
had one
anything.
30-point game. The rest were like
Very yeah.
5 points.
It kind of did squat there, so I guess you're dropping off just like empty luggage for at least somebody. But
Yeah, I mean everybody's given the Wizards the B plus because you picked up Kendrick Nunn and you picked up 3 second-round picks. Congrats, you picked up Kendrick Nunn, who's gonna probably be out of the league in 2 seasons or fucking have his Achilles torn, and you're gonna get 3 G League players.
the
Congratulations to the Wizards. You're still a dog shit fucking organization.
the Wizards are still just a
Facts.
graveyard for Bradley Beal's career.
Yeah,
Literally a graveyard for Bradley Beal's career.
fucking the only time that they've sniffed the playoffs was fucking almost
With
3 years
Westbrook.
ago now, and Westbrook fucking put them on his shoulders and brought them there.
And
Everybody
they had
forgot
no
about that.
yeah, they had no
Nobody mentions it.
expectations anyways. We
No,
knew they weren't gonna do anything.
they did. Yeah, I think it was they got swept right by the Sixers
Yeah, I think
in
so.
the first round.
I think they face the Sixers.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
won one game, I'm pretty sure.
4-1, gentlemen sweep. But yeah, Westbrook scraped them to the playoffs. He did everything he could there, and everybody was like hyping him up that season. He went to LA and obviously shit the bed there. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
they're still
Wiz,
trying to get rid of him too to the Spurs.
who
Which if
Westbrook?
they still want to ship him off.
I mean, ship him off to fucking Indiana.
I'd
Ship him off to
I'd keep him.
Toronto.
I'd
I
keep him
wouldn't
as
mention him
six
there.
man. I don't know. I'd still keep him as 6 man. He's been doing good as a 6 man. He's
Yeah,
actually been
If
putting
I'm
up good numbers too.
if I'm getting rid of him to anyone, it's not the Spurs. Who you getting back from the Spurs? Maybe
No,
some
no.
picks, but like
Yeah, but that's who the rumor is that they want to talk. I think picks. But I
I
mean, like,
think the
why would the
Spurs
Spurs
want
trade?
him.
Yeah,
I
but
think
why would
Pop
they?
wants him.
I wouldn't trade away my picks when they're clearly in a rebuild and they have a chance to get Victor. I'm not trading away my picks to a Westbrook who's aging and he isn't all that great anymore. He's been doing good on the Lakers off the bench, but it's nuts. You look at it in a 2 year span. Those picks are way more valuable in my opinion, and
it's
they're
also
trying to rebuild.
yeah.
I think you
It's
just
also sad.
trade him to the Clippers. I would. He's a good fit on the Clippers.
Him for John Wall again.
No, it'd be him for Reggie Jackson and somebody else because Reggie cannot play make. I watched an LA game in the night and he's a horrible playmaker. He literally walks up, ISO, shoots, misses, gets mad when he misses at his
Reggie's
teammate.
a good. I like the Clippers. I watch a lot of Clippers game. Reggie's a solid piece. They just won't get rid of him for Westbrook. Doesn't make sense.
I
He's
mean,
not that great of a playmaker, but he's a great like heat check shooter. He's clutch in the fucking when it comes down to because that's the comeback Clippers and that boy's clutch. I've watched him, Paul George, lead that team plenty of times. It's actually I wouldn't get rid of Reggie. I would keep Reggie over Westbrook personally. He's a better shooter.
it's just that you got to get rid of a
Fits that
big
team better.
contract. You got to get rid of a big contract
I can't see
because
Westbrook even going to the Clippers though.
I don't know where he would go. I
He
don't
just needs
know.
to stay on the fucking Lakers. I generally cannot see him
Yeah.
on another team. I don't know where he fits.
Yeah.
I don't
I
see him on
wonder.
another team for a trade. I see him signing for another team in the offseason. I don't know
Yeah, I
the
can see
fit.
that.
I don't know where he fits in the offseason. I think he makes 15 million in the offseason. He's not making 47 million or 30 million next year. He's not getting the Kyle Lowry treatment. It's not fucking happening.
The Chris Paul treatment.
Yeah, an aging fucking point guard who is starting to slow down. You're not making 30 million next year. It's not
No.
happening. Not even putting up these 6-man numbers. You're not making that.
It's sad to see that Westbrook, like, no one wants to trade for him because, they're asking for picks. No one
Yeah.
wants fucking Westbrook for picks.
No one
Number
really
one.
wants Westbrook.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
but
asking for a superstar. They're asking for two stars or one superstar, and nobody wants to give that up for Westbrook.
Not a change. It's not worth it, in my opinion, bro.
Like, I don't know what you get with him. You don't even get star power anymore. He broke the triple double record. That was why
His
everybody was
time.
watching Wizards basketball.
I like Russell Westbrook, but his time is done. It's over, pal. You're not. I'm sorry. You give me a team where you put Russell Westbrook as a 1 or 2 and they're championship contenders. You can't think of it. You can't.
No, he's a number 4 option at best at this
Russell
point.
Westbrook will not bring you a championship as the second best player on your team.
No,
I mean, unless you
I'm
would
giving the
consider
ball
him
to Schroeder to
Where,
put him in
Tapper?
the clutch.
Where do you think you could
Bucks.
see Westbrook? No.
No,
If you
no,
consider him a second,
no,
they're still
no,
contenders with Giannis.
no,
No.
they're not. That
No, what?
spacing's horrible. Are you retarded?
No,
The
but they're still
spacing is
contenders with
horrible.
Giannis no matter what.
No, they don't.
With Giannis, they're a contender, but that's the only that's like saying though, Tapper, like, oh, give him Luca, because with Luca, he's obviously gonna be a contender too.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
and
OD star power.
they don't have.
They don't
Yeah,
need
okay.
they don't need Westbrook to be a contender though.
That's what I mean.
I'm saying like put him on a team to make a contender.
You're still
Yeah,
saying
I
the
know.
second star. That means you're getting rid of Chris Middleton.
No, I'm
Russell
putting him
Westbrook is
over
not better
Middleton based on
Is Russell Westbrook better than Chris Middleton?
after his
He's
ACL
talking
tear,
about him being the
how he
second
is right
star.
now. I don't
Like,
know, man.
No,
Yeah, but if you put
What's-
Russell Westbrook on that Bucks team, does he become the second best player? Is he better than Chris Middleton, Bando?
no,
I don't know.
no.
I personally would say yeah.
I personally take him over Middleton,
After-
but I don't
After
know.
the
Personally, I
ACL
do
tear,
not.
he's
I do
shooting like
not.
shit now.
He's been injured all season. He's played 3 games.
That's the point. Who would you? So you're going to consider him sitting on the sidelines in a tux, your second star over Westbrook?
Yes.
Because he don't. No.
Yes,
You don't-
because they still have Giannis, as you've stated. You do not need a $47 million contract on your roster.
You don't need it, but it's better than someone sitting on the sidelines getting paid what, 30 mil?
If Kevin Durant
do
and
nothing?
LeBron James cannot win a championship with Russell Westbrook, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the silly funny farm of the Bucks is not winning the NBA Finals.
The thing
No,
is,
but I
with
was
or
just
without
saying
Westbrook, they're
the
not. So,
best
yeah.
situation for Westbrook to win it as a second star would be the Bucks.
Was it
No,
every
it would
point
be the
guard? Their
Mavericks,
best
in my
option was the
opinion.
Bucks. The Mavs?
Yeah, Luka
Off
takes
the
that
bench?
load off the playmaking.
You think
It's-
off the bench because he ain't
yeah,
starting? Okay,
yeah.
because he ain't starting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wherever you place him, I think the Mavs are the best place for him because everybody on that team can stretch. Not everybody on the team can stretch on the Bucks. Giannis cannot stretch. Lopez is
actually-
Fair.
I'm thinking of an elite number 2 guard because Westbrook will play the 1, and he's a great playmaker still. I don't know where, like you said, the Giannis situation, Dapper, maybe for spacing, simply only because Giannis is arguably the best player in the world is why that would still be a contender, even though he slashes like crazy. But like Nick
Yeah.
said, the spacing would be OD as fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
no, I'm not saying the spacing would be good, but I'm just saying Giannis has done it before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But-
Who are you giving up for him? Are you just throwing him on this team and dropping a player?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think that's
like,
what, yeah, it's
Okay.
100%.
Grayson Allen. Get rid of Grayson Allen. You know
You're
what I'm
signing
saying?
him to
Just-
Grayson Allen's contract.
Yeah.
I'll sign him to Grayson Allen's contract, and the Bucks will do everything. They'll win it all because Drew Holiday's running the point on this, as a starter.
Yeah,
Do you take Drew Holiday over Russell Westbrook right now?
right
I don't know if-
now.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
don't know if anybody has watched Bucks basketball, but that man, when Giannis is out, steps up as the number 1 option and leads that team.
I watched him in the playoffs enough. That's my respect for Drew Holiday came when he faced the Celtics and the fucking Suns.
He's
Drew
small.
Holiday gained my
yeah.
respect.
He's kind of a better Marcus Smart, in my opinion. Would you go that far?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a better
yes.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah. Marcus Smart's. I think Marcus Smart. It's hard defensively. Drew Holiday's great defense. He's arguably the best defensive point guard. But Marcus Smart's energy brings a different thing to the table.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I
was
look at
gonna
it.
say his heart is,
He's a hype man.
Yep.
but
His heart for sure.
offensively, Holiday's better.
Yeah.
Defensively, Holiday's better. It's just mental game. That Smart is better.
I wouldn't go that far that he's a better defender. I'd say they're
Who? Drew
Smart
Holiday.
Like
over Smart.
Ashton said, he's
I would-
arguably the best defensive point guard in the league.
Defensively, I think Drew Holiday's a better defensive player than guard than Marcus Smart. Simply, he's
I
a
don't
bigger
know.
too. The defense player of the year, which is wild. I love me to Marcus Smart. I'm a big fucking Celtics guy, but I think I've watched Drew Holiday. I think I've watched him smack fucking swat, steal. Like he's very clutch too defensively. I think he's personally better, but it could go. I wouldn't be mad if he said
I personally think that I would rather have Marcus Smart on the defensive end just because I've seen him lead a defense
his
without
rotations are really good too.
without Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I've seen him like coordinate a defensive set.
I also want to just step in here and say, Drew Holiday does get some taken away from him because you're playing with a 2-time defensive player of the year who's always up there.
I mean,
The lights are on Giannis.
Yeah, it's that Bucks team they're gonna go far this year.
Did you say Drew Holiday has an advantage because he takes the spotlight off him? Because
No,
Giannis
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay,
whereas Smart won it because no one else around him is in conversation. Drew Holiday has no chance because he has Giannis right there.
Yeah, fair enough.
I see that. Now, since we kind of did fly away from the topic of Russell Westbrook, kind of reminded me of the sixth man of the year.
I have
What
that
do we
on
feel
here.
about that?
Who's your
Yeah.
sixth man of the year debate? I want to talk about that after, quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk about one more thing of the Lakers. Two more things.
Okay.
AD is expected to be back next week. How big of an impact now that AD is going to be running the power, or maybe the center with Rui at the power, or maybe the small, or LeBron at the small, or Rui coming off the bench? How do you see this lineup working with AD back in the fold? If he plays like he did before he went down,
Oh, they
out.
they were winning. Yeah, they were literally winning.
I think AD back next week, we're gonna figure out how far the Lakers team can go in the playoffs.
It actually comes down to this too, because the Celtics. This is why I gave it, because I want to say a lot of people are ready to throw the towel in, but the Celtics were fucking disgusting record losing last year at the All-Star break. The second that All-Star break, they turned around. They ended up going to the finals. Do you think it's too late for the Lakers, or can they still make a run?
I think they have one more trade to make, and I don't think it's a Russell Westbrook trade. I think it's one more role player trade. I think it's another player at the wing position.
Yeah.
I think you gotta move somebody off your bench. I don't know who you're trading. Maybe Pat Bev. I know he's a hype man. I know he's a hype man. I know he gets that team fired up, but you're actually going to get a decent return for Patrick Beverley, who's going to produce.
My thing is with the Lakers is, once again, Anthony Davis is a glass tower over there.
I don't. If Anthony Davis comes back and he's playing like he was, if he
can stay healthy.
The problem is that's the biggest question. If he can stay healthy, and I think it's time to realize he can't stay healthy. So, and I'm looking at the schedule here too. Yeah, the Lakers aren't. They're not. They might scratch the play, and they're not going. I don't think this is it. I think it's another fucking L season for them. I'm literally looking at their schedule too, and they're facing guys who will beat them.
Yeah,
like they religiously have to face the Warriors. They're facing the fucking Pelicans. Not the Pelicans. Well, the Pelicans. They're facing the fucking Bucks.
How many games do they play against the Warriors?
A lot in the span of fucking. I'm looking at here. They play the Warriors quite a bit.
I say it's 50-50 for the Warriors versus Lakers. Because the Warriors are too inconsistent for me to even call them title contenders this year.
Yeah, I said that too, but then Top always reminds me, you go look at the West, and you look at who is actually going to be able to make it out of the West, and honestly, the Warriors, even though they're not fucking a high seed right now, they're still kind of the better team to make it out the West. Just for me, it makes sense for them to make it out the West still.
They got experience over a lot of teams.
Yeah.
No, I think the Lakers have the best chance out of any team to turn it around in the to make the playoffs, because with AD coming back, we'll see next week if he does come back next week if they're going to make the playoffs. Because if we start seeing AD grabbing his knee or like touching his feet, or he's going to have ice packs on his ankles on the sideline, you got to watch this little shit, because that's when they go back and examine him. Once you start seeing these little things with ice and him rubbing on the sidelines, and you'll see the massagers, you'll know if they're not making the playoffs. because LeBron
Yeah.
cannot do this for much longer. He's 30, 39, 39
38.
now, 38.
Yeah,
He
I
cannot.
swear he's been 38 for the last 4 years, but
Yeah,
whatever.
he
I
cannot play.
swear.
He cannot play 36 minutes at 38 years old every fucking game and then expect him to go, all right, carry me in the playoffs.
Although, did you not see his numbers since fucking he's turned 38 though? It's actually
Yeah, it's like
disgusting.
It's
38
absurd.
points per
It's
game.
absurd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild, and he's just dogging it.
He's going to slow down though come playoff time. He will. I think, personally.
He
I know
ain't
he
making
turns
the
it.
playoffs though.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think he makes the
If he
play-in.
does, if
With
he
AD
does,
healthy.
defense focuses him harder.
Yeah.
Let's say let's say they start it today, like but sub out because I don't think the Lakers are in play-in contention.
No, they're not. They're
No,
one
they're
out.
12.
Exactly. Let's sub out the last guy because what's playing? Is it 7, 8, 9, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
Yeah.
sub out the fucking wow. Actually, yeah, they're not
The Warriors
Yeah, you're not subbing with the Warriors. You have to sub out the Timberwolves. Say
or
they
the
sub out the
Jazz.
Timberwolves, and who do they face? They face the Warriors, right? Or no, the Jazz.
Yeah, the Warriors.
The Warriors. Yeah, and then that could go
50-50.
either way. He will bear. I think he might make the play-in.
I think
That's
he might make
weird.
play-in.
Like
I
not seeing
think it's-
LeBron in the fucking
yeah.
playoffs were weird enough, but then it consistently started happening. And like, come on, I get he's 38. What do you expect? But like,
Yeah.
the team, like, I get like
It's a good
it's not that
team.
bad, but you made that team, man. You did.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is actually a good team with inconsistent players. That's the problem. Because I love
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder. Thomas Bryant has stepped up and became
Yeah.
him in the last 2 weeks. With AD coming back, depends on his health. If he's healthy, they make the playoffs, in my opinion. LeBron stepping up. Troy Brown Jr. is mid. I don't know. Is Lonnie Walker playing or is he injured? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen any highlights
Yeah, I
or seen
haven't
anything on the
seen
court.
him in a while.
So
I
if
think
he's
he's injured.
injured and comes back, there's another really good role player that you're gonna have.
Yeah.
So
And it's just it's unfortunate because like don't get me wrong, like, it's LeBron has dominated the league forever. I do want to see him in the playoffs again. I do.
yeah,
Especially in the West because I want to kind of see him make a run because it's from the West, like for the fucking in the NBA Finals. But I seen a good thing like on the internet is LeBron James. I know this is always gets asked about, and I may have already said it, but is LeBron James done winning championships? And I have a counter. I'm curious on what you two are gonna say, but is he done winning a championship? Does he have one more in him?
he has 2 more years to do
And-
it, and if he
and-
doesn't do it in the next 2, no.
What do you think, Tapper?
I feel like he has one more in him.
See, and that's the thing.
On
Where
an-
though?
on-
Where though? Does he do? What
Where?
does he do?
Not in the Lakers.
No. And this
No,
is what I think.
feel
This is
like
a very Continue.
I feel like whoever gets Bronny, they're gonna be smart. I don't think Bronny's number one pick
You
material.
think he could go win a championship with Bronny in his first like 2-3 years in the league?
I don't think he's number one pick material though.
No, he's not.
It's not.
That's-
Yeah, so who's gonna get him? Someone who
that's
has
true.
like picks 5 to 15, decent contenders. You add Bronny, you add LeBron.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
he's going number 1 or number 2.
I think Bronny will be a top
Maybe.
5. I think he's top 5.
He's going number 1 or number 2
Because
because
don't get
you're
me
getting
wrong,
LeBron,
that's
and you're
what
getting
we always
stars
say.
with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always say they're gonna get LeBron, but like this is too like, am I willing to throw away a draft like a potential? What if I pass on to the next Luca essentially at literally like say 3 because I want an aging LeBron who can't really get it done a whole lot anymore. He can't lead
Yeah,
a team like.
But what
I
you're
don't know if
gonna-
I'm wasting a draft pick just to get an aged LeBron.
I'm wasting
Especially by the
draft
time
pick.
Bronny comes in. I think he'll be 40 when Bronny comes in.
Yeah, I'm wasting the draft pick on Bronny simply because he's LeBron's son. He's got the genetics, and he's going to be tutored by LeBron. He's been tutored by LeBron this whole time.
Yeah.
He's got basketball in his blood, his
Now
mind.
a great
But you
thing.
gotta. But my thing is I don't care about Bronny. I've said it on multiple podcasts, and I've said it to you guys multiple times, and everybody laughs at it. Watch Bryce. It's Bryce. He's coming for the league. He will be a stud in the league. Bryce is 6'6" right now. He is 2
Yeah.
years younger than Bronny. He has 1 or 2 more growth spurts in him.
Maybe it's because I'm not really big on the James kids.
I'm big on
no.
Bryce, bro. I'm big on Bryce.
I like EuroLeague guys, and I think that's the future. I think the EuroLeague guys come overseas or somewhere like.
Oh yeah,
That's what I think. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a person. I've just never been big on guys who fucking. No more. I'm not saying he's had shit handed to him. But like, for example, this is why I stand by this. Very rarely will fucking, especially in today's age, will their kids be better than their dads. Because look at LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. They had nothing. They had to fight. It was either the league or they're fucked. They're not making it. If they don't make it to the league, they're fucking. They're fucking nothing. They're poor. Like they have to make it to the league. These kids, if they don't make it to the league, sorry, my dad's a billionaire.
Yeah.
I'll figure out something. So they're not gonna put in as hard work and they're not gonna grind as hard as their parents or their elders. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. And I don't think they have the work ethic as hard as they obviously like their parents have a harder work ethic. They
Yeah, but
had to grind more.
Yeah, but what about Clay and Steph?
That's what I
What
mean.
about
That's why it doesn't always go that way. Yeah.
what about Kobe? Like all these guys, they were children of NBA players, and
Yeah.
they were in the league, and now they're
That's true too. That's what I'm saying.
considered to be
It
the
doesn't go
greats.
both ways. But in my opinion, more times than not, you see I'd say their dads usually are better. I'd say more times than not, they're older.
I feel bad for LeBron James's kids because they're just gonna spend their whole fucking career under heat because they're not as good as their dad.
That's bound to happen though, and they know that. Like I get you're saying that
Yeah.
happen, but that is bound to happen. And the follow up to the LeBron James thing, leaving because he will leave the Lakers, I think. And what in LeBron's past, like in his career, if you go back and look at his career, what makes you think LeBron James will not leave that Lakers team for a better suited team that is going to win him a championship? He will get it with the Cavs and the Heat. And when he left the Heat and went back to Cleveland, he formed that team and he won a ring there. He has no reason to stay in the Lakers if he has a better opportunity to win a championship on another team, and he will.
Yeah.
I think he has no shame in that.
How will one more championship affect his
No, he'll
career?
be. In my opinion, I thought about this today. If he wins another NBA championship, seeing what he's doing now, I personally think he's the greatest player of all time. If he wins another championship,
It depends on when he wins it, in my opinion.
what he has to. If he's a two, when he wins it, if he's a 1 or 2 option, the 1 or 2, he can't be a third. If he's a 1 which I don't think he will, but if he's a 1 or 2 option, he wins. He's the greatest in my opinion.
Because how long's left on his contract?
The Lakers.
One more year.
One more. He signed a 4.
One more.
One more. No, it was a 3 with an extension, and he can sign one more extension. He already signed an extension. He's on his last extension right now. He's on his first extension right now. He can sign one more.
It will be weird to see him in another NBA uniform, but I wouldn't mind honestly going back to the Heat. That'd be funny to me. That'd be cool because I never got to watch him on the Heat.
Yeah,
So it'd be nice to see him on the Heat. But
I like to see him on the Sixers with Embiid personally.
I think that looks so weird.
It would look so weird seeing him in that jersey, but I would love to see that team.
My thing is he if he doesn't win it for the next, he won't win it with the Lakers, I don't think. So he won't win it until he's 40?
And I still think he'll be putting up 25 and 7 at 40, which you can say I'm absurd to say, but
no, that's fair. But
this guy is a freak of fucking nature.
LeBron James, and I seen a thing people debating it. LeBron James, in my opinion, can play another 7 years. He just won't put up those numbers for another 7 years. And he's not stupid. He's an NBA player where he's very aware of just what's going on. He's not going to damage his stats to just continue to play the game. He won't. No. He's not stupid. Yeah. He will not drop below a 23, 24 points per game scorer just so he can play longer. He won't do it.
He'll drop
stupid. He carries too much better stats, I think.
I think he'll drop. I think he's willing to drop to a 21-point performer as long as he's averaging
8 assists,
8 and 8, and maybe a steal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's willing to drop.
Oh, he ain't averaging a steal, in my opinion. He's done nothing in the last fucking 7 years. His defense has declined, and he will not fucking. I don't see him putting really much more of an effort in.
This is a hot topic, and I've said it a lot with you guys. I've watched LeBron play the past 3 years, and he is a lackluster defender. He gets steals and blocks mid game, but he jogs around the court. He stands there. He lets his man backdoor him, and he doesn't try to help it. He just looks at him and goes.
In LeBron James, I think in LeBron James's prime,
he was a great defender,
just as good as a defender as Kobe Bryant. Prime, in my opinion.
Okay, I was about to say he was a great. I thought you said just as good now. I was like, no, he's better.
No, yeah.
In
his prime, he was just as good as Kobe in his prime as a defender, in my opinion.
Kobe's prime lasted longer defensively, though.
Yeah.
What, 9 All NBA first team or All Defense first team? Sorry.
Oh, in this
tied
stretch,
for most as a guard.
But Miami, fucking LeBron James defensively was a beast. Yeah,
his last great defensive run was in 2016. Maybe.
And that wasn't even for the season for me. Like in the playoffs.
He had a spurt in 2018. I watched him face the Raptors, and he was a dog that season.
And
That
it was,
playoff.
yeah. That bank shot over, like, yeah, that was dirty. It was a good thing they avoided the Wizards, though. I did not want to see the Wizards face LeBron James. They would have fucking beat LeBron's ass. So, like,
All
good thing
right,
that
all right, John Wall. Let's move on.
good thing that didn't happen.
Sixth man of the year debate. We'll get on to it now. I have
Malcolm
Russell.
Brogdon.
I have Russell Westbrook.
I think Malcolm Brogdon. Westbrook. Well, no. Here's the question though: does record matter at all for the sixth man of the year?
A little bit, but I also see Malcolm Brogdon signed with a team that went to the NBA Finals last year.
True. But
And
how does that affect? If anything, that would lower his. That would kind of lower
not
his
really,
chance.
because if we're looking at the standings, we're looking at his output. And he's putting
Oh,
up
you
great numbers.
first, yes, for standards. I mean
Yeah,
individual stats.
yeah.
So yeah.
Individual stats, he's putting up great numbers, but he's not
Mhm.
putting up what Russ is putting up off the bench.
Yeah, Russ is putting up 15. Russ is shooting 42 to 43%, putting up 15 per game with I think 6 and 7. Malcolm Brogdon's putting up 14 though, with fucking shooting 48%, nearly 50% from the field. I don't know what his assists and rebounds are, but he's shooting a higher field goal, only averaging 2 less points on a higher seeded team, so he's contributed more to winning, that's just a fact. He is.
Russ is
Winning games.
also, in my opinion, defending better than Malcolm Brogdon.
I don't think so. Malcolm Brogdon's an underrated old defender.
I've been trying to watch the Lakers as much as possible for shit like this, but
that must be hurting you too, because
they're
Lakers
bad.
aren't fun to watch.
They're a good team that plays bad, in my opinion. It's just fucking.
I also want to bring in one
annoying
other
to
name
watch.
to this conversation, Jordan Poole.
No,
You know, he's
Mm,
no.
He's the sixth man putting up 22 a game.
Good for him. Steph was out for a month.
how often does he start
Yeah,
at the
but
top?
that's
Because
not
I
enough.
think Jordan. No. I
It-
think Malcolm Brogdon and Russell Westbrook has not started nearly as much as Jordan Poole,
No.
though.
Jordan Poole starts every other game for Clay.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he doesn't start over 42 games, he's still in contention.
Yeah, but they'll take that into
Yeah.
consideration. Even though you're saying he's still in contention, like he's still there,
Yeah,
but they're gonna take into consideration he started a decent amount.
Yeah,
fair. I'm just looking at 22,
He started, he started more than
44%.
half. Yeah, he started more than half of the games this
but
season.
I've also seen Jordan Poole have as many lackluster games as Russ has had this season. Maybe a little less, but he's
I've
had
also seen him have more better though.
yeah, but still he's
They're
so
shooting.
inconsistent. This is what I said in the last
No,
one.
he chucks. He actually just chucks.
Yes,
Yeah.
He
he's
literally does.
inconsistent,
Yeah.
man. Like I said this in the last one. The Warriors are people are looking at the Warriors like they're the Warriors, but the Warriors are lackluster with injury-prone Clay, inconsistent Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, who is he won a championship, fried his brain in the offseason, and is like, I don't even hear about him this season. Draymond Green averaging a triple single, and Kevon Looney at your center.
Now, by inconsistent for Jordan Poole, though, because even in his defense, don't worry, I'm not that high on the Warriors, but then I fall into the West and I see like the Warriors just have the most experiences. They make a plan run. They generally Tapper's convinced me because I actually want to keep counting them out, but it is the Warriors. It's Steph Curry at the end of the day.
It's Steph Curry at the end of the day, but they lost so many role players last year.
That's true too. What makes Jordan Poole inconsistent for you though? Because him and if it's just straight field goal, him and Westbrook are putting up the exact same field goal, and I think the Warriors are just a higher
It's
seed.
not the field. I watched certain clips of him. I don't know if I'm getting the Russell Westbrook effect on my TikTok and Instagram. This man throws turnovers like Russ does.
Oh no, yeah,
he fucking just throws the ball. He goes up the court and he dribbles, and you're seeing on the plays, even on live TV, if you watch the games, his teammates get visibly mad at him because he's passing up open shots to run at the rim
he's
and miss.
giving you 20. He's giving you over 20 off the bench, but he's putting at 43%. So he is chucking, and he's actually he's averaging I think 4 or 3 turnovers a game, which is wild. 3.5, so 4 pretty well round out.
Has that been done since Russ's MVP season?
3.5 turnovers a game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Besides Russ doing it,
Harden.
has it been done?
Harden, I think, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think Harden a couple times actually.
But Harden was giving you also probably 10 assists.
And if I'm not mistaken,
and 50 points a game. Harden had a wilt run there for a minute. People forget about that. Yeah.
They just don't like to acknowledge it.
No, if we're being realistic for the sixth man of the year,
I can't see Jordan Poole winning it though, because like Nick said, the turnovers he does, but just chuck the fucking ball up, and he has started 25 games.
He's a great player, in my opinion. He's a great player. He's a good player.
Yeah,
but I have in contention right now. It's Russ and Malcolm Brogdon, 100%.
Yeah,
and then you can throw Poole in there. Personally, I have Emmanuel Quickly over Jordan Poole. Not is
Yeah?
it? Yes, Emmanuel quickly. I've been watching Nuggets basketball. By the way, they are at the top of the West.
Oh yeah, I know that. I
Um,
don't.
and he is contributing. I watched this guy the one night scope walk up the court and chuck 4 threes in a row and make them. And then the other team called it time. It was versus the Celtics.
Yeah.
That's who it was. I watched that game. It was versus the Celtics. Quickly gave them like this run, and the team ran with it. Quickly, oh no, it's Bones Highland. Sorry, I lied. It's Bones
Mhm.
Highland. That's who it
Yeah.
is, not
Yeah.
Quickly.
Okay.
Bones Highland. I have him in there as well. So
I
I don't know.
I
think
still got.
I don't know what the like here comes in because I personally know how I would do if their team record. I want to say team record has to have a little bit to do with it. Just simply because if I'm the sixth man of the year, like in the league, I have to contribute to my team winning. I have to.
Yeah.
And the
That's why
Celtics are a
Hero
top
won
three
it a
seed.
couple
Yeah,
years ago.
exactly. Celtics are a top three seed. They're probably gonna end one, which I think they still are now. If not, they're top two for sure.
Another dark horse I want to throw in here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Norman Powell.
For sixth man of the year,
He's been open for the Clippers,
played
but
for the-
17 points per game on 48% shooting.
yeah,
You
he's
can't
been
really
hooping.
take him.
He's been hooping
how many games
And
has he been the sixth man the entire year?
since he was traded
I'm
there. He comes in for PG.
yeah. So PG's gonna
I
have.
have not been able to watch a lot of Clipper games, unfortunately.
I watched
I
a
just want
couple since Kawhi's been back, and they're still pretty bad. I haven't, and John Wall's out again, so I don't really know what's going on with that team.
just want to throw it out there. Harden
No.
averaged 5 turnovers for 3 years in a row, or 4.8. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this was after Russ's MVP.
Yeah, that's
Like,
actually
turnover
that's a good
machine.
one. Type of little
Yeah,
'cause
but
he's been
Harden,
at 48 on 16 again. No, he's doing 16 now, but he's not. Yeah. Did you say
Harden
16?
Yeah.
17,
Oh, well, I thought you said
17.
Oh,
yeah.
He said
say
17.
17.
Harden
Okay.
also carried the Rockets team all the way to the fucking Western Conference Finals and would have won if it wasn't for a bad call.
Yeah.
So,
Where
One
was
of
that?
those
You're
was
not
on
talking
the
about Chris
Brooklyn.
Paul.
pardon?
You're not talking about when he's with Chris Paul.
Yes.
I don't think he fucking carried them. Chris Paul was with them.
Well, I'm saying he helped
Oh, okay.
drag them there.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say Chris
Yeah.
Paul put work in. The only reason I actually
Yeah.
lost is because Chris Paul got hurt.
They had a good team too, though. They had Jalen Green and Clint Capella, PJ Tucker, and I guess you could call it his prime, but
They lose to LeBron James in 6 and 4 in a row.
but the Harden play of KD throwing the ball and they got a three. He literally walked up the court and shot in Draymond and Clay's face. Famous clip, viral clip of him hitting the and one from the 3-point line to win the game.
Yeah. That
So,
was in regular season.
with a guy like James Harden and Russell Westbrook in their primes, I couldn't give a rat's ass about the turnovers because of their output.
I could.
Yeah. I mean, depends how much assists they're getting together, to be honest with you. Their assists way over their turn, like it beats down, like just compared to the turnover rate. If I'm giving you 6
It's a 2 to
turnovers,
1.
yeah, but still, like I think it outweighs the turnovers by a lot. It depends how much you're giving them a game. Because if me and Johnny are giving you fucking 20 assists a game, but we're also giving you 5 turnovers between both of us, that's not that big of a deal. Yeah,
Who cares?
exactly.
Yeah, but
That's
if I'm giving you
10
10
point
assists and 5 turnovers a game,
yeah,
that's,
yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, because
It's
That's
also
'cause
you have
that's
to
what they're
look at who
doing.
the primary ball handler was on each team, though, right? You have to take that into
Fair.
consideration. Russ's turnovers when he was doing the triple double thing, he was the only guy on that team. He won it as a 6 seed. People also forget that was a that was the lowest seeding MVP since Wilt.
ever.
I mean,
I
not
think
since Wilt,
ever.
since Reem. No, since Cream.
When
Cream won it
went-
and didn't make the playoffs.
Since Wes Unseld.
I thought it was Cream. He won it and missed the
No,
playoffs.
it's Wes Unseld. Wes Unseld won it just after Kareem as a 6 seed.
Cream missed the playoffs.
But back then, was it 30 teams? Because back then, I think missing playoffs was a higher seed or lower seed. Higher seed.
Regardless, I think when you make history to that extent, it's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. That's the one thing. When you average a triple double, nobody, not a soul in the NBA, thought that Oscar record was getting beat. And when it did, like I think it's when you just beat down, like you just destroy the record book so hard. I think you have to fucking the MVP was there, and he averaged a triple double. That was insane.
In the
the
modern
16
NBA.
And if you actually go back and I think look at their like record, because I could be a 6 seed, but compared to me, put me in the East, and I could have been a 2nd seed. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the records in the NBA, I think he lands higher than actual 6 seed in the entire NBA, because that's how I look at it too for the MVP. If I'm like a 4th seed in the West, But if you in the entire NBA, I turn into like maybe I'm a fucking second seed or something like that. Just the West is stronger. It's not that big of a deal to me.
Fair enough. It's like the Steve Nash. That's why I don't really like the seeding thing. If the MVP is the best player on the planet, I know record has to come into it, but if you're
No,
in the
I think
playoffs,
seeding's a thing though.
if you're in the playoffs and you're a top 4 playoff team and you're the legitimate best player on the planet, I think you should be able to get the MVP because we saw the Steve Nash Kobe thing.
Did you say
that
if
he
you're
did.
in the playoffs though? Because I think.
I said top 4 seed.
Oh yeah, no top four all there. I think
Yeah,
anything on. I think anything is really top three actually would depend. Only if you're like disgusting numbers as a fourth seed, and it's kind of like inevitable. Like you can't really debate it because you put up disgusting numbers like averaging
yeah,
like 39. Then I think
yeah.
yeah. But usually for me, I want my MVP to be a top three seed. I get if you're the best player, the most valuable player to me, you have to be good enough to fucking just have a decent record for me. How good? How
Yeah.
valuable and good are you if
Yeah.
you're that? Like if you're not gonna have a top three seed, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why I
Any
said top. I said
MVP.
top 4, so you could squeeze like somebody
Yeah,
like Luka in there who has a bad team, but
but he's doing stupid numbers. Yeah,
they're legitimately one of the best players on the planet. You can
yeah.
argue Giannis, in my opinion, against Luka
Mhm.
as the best players on the planet, but I don't know really
Really,
who.
it's actually gonna come down to this. You give Luca essentially a run, just a team like Giannis, and see what he can do in the postseason. I'm not scared, but Luca's still the guy who's been beat down by the Clippers like 3 years, like multiple times, 3 times, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Sure, I get it, but like you got to give him somebody so we can see what he can do once he makes it past like the
Oh
first,
no,
second
he
round.
had
I would
help. He had help the last 2 seasons. He had help. KP's
Yeah,
averaging 22 points a game, and Jalen Brunson's averaging 17 with 8 assists. 8 assists or
have to
something. Maybe
say
maybe a couple lower, but he's on a ridiculous run in New York. He had the help. He's too ball dominant. He's doing
those are regular season though. When it comes down to even in
yeah,
playoffs, when because I've watched them, he gives that ball up, and those motherfuckers
yeah,
just can't hit a shot.
yeah. I've seen clips of KP when he was on the fucking Mavs standing there wide open with his arms up and
Yeah,
Luka's
no, I've
running
seen
to the
yeah.
paint and not passing or doing a fucking fadeaway over 2 people. So I take that into consideration too. You know, Luka wants his numbers. He really does want his numbers.
Yeah.
You can't deny him. If you were his skill, I'd want my numbers too. I want my numbers to reflect my skill set.
He's doing all he can though with that team, in my opinion. That team right now, they're just not hitting shots.
Yeah, I had high hopes for that team with the Christian Wood trade and the JaVale McGee signing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought JaVale would play, but he's not playing. I don't think so. That's tough.
best player in the league, Jonas.
Okay.
In my
Um,
opinion, both sides of the ball. That's why.
fair enough. Since we're in the West right now,
Yeah,
we'll just
I
get
can see that.
we're in the West debate right now in the playoff seedings and all that. Is Memphis overhyped?
No.
I wanna be on that Memphis hate train, but no. I think just seeing them dominate the West because they're I think 32-15 or so, 32-16, something like that. No, oh look right now they're 31-16. And the Grizzlies did give the Warriors what did though I know the Warriors didn't sweep them. What'd they take them to?
6.
Yeah, exactly. They took them to 6. And I see the Grizzlies over the Kings, Pelicans, Mavericks. I'm not yeah.
I'm sorry, I just noticed your hoodie. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you like that?
That's
No,
crazy.
I think the fucking Grizzlies are one Ja Morant injury away from missing the playoff. Not missing the playoffs. From getting beat out of the playoffs.
I'm not really worried about if Jaw's not there. That team's shown that they can actually they're better, not better with their Jaw because I'll never agree with that shit. I don't care if their record
Yeah.
is statistically better, but he's the best player on the floor. You're not better without him. But
Yeah,
I think
statistically, their record is not shabby at all without him. They have a positive record without him.
they have a positive record without him, but we saw it last year. Ja went down and they got eliminated,
Yeah, that's true too.
and
Play
they
when it
didn't.
comes to playoff time.
Yeah, they didn't make a big signing either.
They were
And
against the champs though. They were against the
yeah,
champs.
I was
They
just
will.
about
yeah,
to say.
Yeah, they will
yeah.
avoid the Warriors this year. They will, I think.
I still have them. I don't think they're overhyped, by the way. If that's what you guys interpreted, I don't.
Yeah.
I have them as in my finals with versus the Celtics
Some teams are just a regular
or the
season
Nets.
team. I got the Nuggets probably going to the finals.
A lot of people
Nuggets.
look at them as overhyped because they talk the most.
They
Yeah.
talk too much shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think Dylan Brooks
Like,
should be opening his mouth.
like they don't fear
Dylan Brooks is
anyone in the
wild.
West is
Yeah.
wild.
Dylan Brooks is one bad arm injury away from being Patrick Beverly. So
Dylan Brooks is also like I don't know if you know this. Dylan Brooks is like fucking 28 or something like that. Dylan Brooks is almost 30. I
I thought
think.
Dylan Brooks was like 22.
No, I think he's old, which is like wild because I just started
Yeah.
hearing about this guy and he's an audacity disrespect Unk,
Big,
disrespect Shannon Sharp.
you don't disrespect Shannon. Shannon's the GOAT.
What are you doing, bro? They made him
Fucking
apologize too.
that, yeah. Fucking, we can talk about that. I have it on the list too. Shannon Sharp versus Dylan Brooks. What do you guys think about that? I think it's hilarious.
I think
I
Dylan
don't.
Brooks is a fucking casual insulting a Hall of Famer. Like,
Yeah, I think Dylan Brooks is as a casual compared to Shannon Sharp, who's a fucking football Hall of Famer, top 5 in his position
Super
with 2
Bowl
Super
champ.
Bowls. I
That's
mean, he
right.
didn't make a single touchdown in either of those Super Bowls.
I won't
So,
talk NFL acting like I know
yeah,
because I don't know what that, but I know
yeah,
fucking Shannon Sharp and do
he
not Dylan Brooks. Who are you?
yeah, everyone was trying to disrespect Shannon, saying he had no touchdowns or little receiving yards in his Super Bowls. I don't think people realize Shannon Sharp. What's his position? Fuck. Whatever.
Tight
I think it
end.
was I think it was a running back or a tight end.
Yeah.
In
I
a
want to say
in a
tight
wide
end.
receiver dominant era, everybody who came after him wanted to be him. Shannon Sharp is literally a living legend.
I see
And
that man lift. I think he should just beat the
yeah,
fuck out of
Dylan
Dylan
Brooks
Brooks.
didn't want those issues. Shannon Sharp looks like prime Mike Tyson, and Shannon Sharp is like 55.
And the fact that he just said a fucking what was it that he said civilian I think or something like that.
They called him a civilian. As a civilian, he shouldn't have been let back in, but it is LA. No, he's a celebrity.
Yeah,
He's a Hall of Famer. And by the way, he's LeBron James' friend. He was getting back in
yeah.
that arena, whether you liked it or not. It could have been in your locker room if LeBron wanted to make it happen.
Like he's a LeBron beat writer, and I respect him for that. You know, I get that he wanted to defend his king,
That's fair enough.
but Dylan Brooks has out of pocket to call him a fucking random civilian, essentially. Like,
Dylan
no,
Brooks.
the guy's courtside.
After what Dylan Brooks said about Shannon Sharp, he could suffer an ACL injury tomorrow, and I'd laugh. I don't
Wow.
care. I don't care. You do not disrespect Shannon Sharp. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he was gonna give you that much, anyways, right? Like Dylan Brooks, and to
uh,
me,
he'll put
No, he
up
gives you a
decent
lot. He gives
stats.
you a
I'm
lot.
decent.
He
Yeah.
gives you a lot. But
His 3-point percentage is there.
yeah. Well,
mm,
I thought in that situation when I saw it on Instagram, I was like, holy fuck. And then Steven Adams came over. By the way, Shannon Sharp did not want that problem. Steven Adams is a fucking inhuman. He's a
I got Shannon there, but that's
I
just me.
don't. When
I do.
Zion says that um Steven Adams is the strongest player he's ever felt and he's stronger than him, I fucking yeah, I don't want that problem.
I
I've
got
literally
big Unk
watched
there.
I've literally watched him pick up Derek Jones Jr. like he was a toddler
That
and
was
walk him
funny.
to center court and drop him.
You
Yeah,
don't
Because
touch my point guard.
yeah. He said it in the post game interview. Yeah, I asked him politely to let go of my point guard. He didn't. So I said, all right, mate, I'm gonna take you away.
scoop him up.
Yeah.
That's
That
wild.
that was
Just to pick up
crazy.
a grown man and just move him.
Will we see Shannon Sharp back? I think, well, obviously, because he's gonna be there for LeBron's when he breaks the record.
Yeah. We'll see him back next game.
Yeah.
He wants to be there for every game leading up to it. I also want to talk about Fred VanVleet quickly in the
Oh,
Raptors squad.
not so steady for Reddy.
He
I think the
stepped.
Raptors aren't really a good basketball team right now.
They're not,
They're
by the
just
way.
not playing
No.
good. Time to
They're
honestly, and I've said it before, get what you can for them. And you got your chip a couple years ago. You got an NBA championship. It's gonna hurt, but like you just gotta reset it now, man. In my opinion, run it
Freddie's
back.
Trade Siakam.
Freddie's stepping up. Freddie's stepping up, by the way. This is the topic I want to talk about. Is
Yeah.
Freddie is stepping up. Past 3 games, he's had like 25 and up. His trade value's up. So
Get rid of him now.
Masai, it's time to start making some phone calls, buddy. Get this guy
Yeah.
off our fucking team. Like,
You guys see, just put up with the Knicks. He's put up 28.
yeah.
2 and 3 though. He only gave you 3 assists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His trade value's up with points.
Yeah.
Get him the
If
fuck
I were
out
the
of there.
Raptors, I'm trading Siakam. It may
How old's
sound
Siakam? How old's
absolutely
Siakam?
wild,
Like
but
27.
he's an All NBA team this year, in my opinion.
Siakam.
He's gonna
Yeah.
get that max contract of what 215,
I
230 mil.
I think Pascal's hit his ceiling. You're not going to get
That's
anything
what
more
I'm
out of him.
saying.
Yeah, in my opinion, he will be I think he's a second best player on a championship team. But it's that you have to have an All NBA to lead the team. In my opinion, you can't have two All Stars. You can't have Pascal and an All Star. You need an All NBA. What beside Pascal?
He's gonna be this year. and that's what's getting him
Pascal?
that extra money.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know,
give
but
me.
what I'm saying is you can't. Pascal,
Oh
in
yeah,
my opinion, Pascal will not win you championship by himself. You're right. He will get that. You think he will get that All NBA this year? Like you said, his trade value will be up, but he needs an All NBA talent beside him. He can't do it with another All Star. I don't think, in my opinion. You're
No,
right.
yeah.
I would honestly blow the entire Raptors team up.
you
I'd keep
trade.
Scotty.
Well, yeah,
No, no. Oh, yeah. It keeps Scotty. Yes,
yeah.
that's
What?
yeah. I'm not. I don't mean
Everyone
getting
else
rid of
is
him.
gone, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You might as well
we're
start getting some
apparently.
value for some because, like Nick's wanting to talk about OG leaving.
Yeah, he's leaving Toronto soon. He's gonna request a trade soon. He mouthed to Tyrese Halliburton, asked him if he could try to
Trade for
get them to
me.
trade for him. He said trade for me to Tyrese Halliburton.
On the Pacers?
Yeah,
Or yeah, he's on the Pacers.
yeah. So
I say
I
the Raptors go for #2 pick this year.
they are right now. I think that's why the team's doing so bad. Apparently they're shopping Gary Trent, which fair enough.
Where'd you like to see some of these guys go? Because one thing I do like with the Raptors, they do have solid little spot ups defenders like Pascal. It'll be weird to see him somewhere else, but same with like OG. I'd love to see OG on like a net on a Celtics would be disgusting. Fucking
Yeah,
Clippers, something like that, because he would fit well in the Clippers, I think.
It's sad though.
I want to see OG on the Suns. I want to see
Yeah.
Pascal on the Mavs. I want to see Freddie on the Lakers or the Bucks.
I think
Personally,
Pascal would do good on the Kings.
he
Think
would do great on the Kings.
seeing what the Kings have done, I think the Kings, him and
Yeah.
like Sabonis is a fucking dirty
But
front
does
court.
Backcourt.
Sabonis play
Wouldn't
center?
it be front court?
Yeah, it's front court. I realized after I said it.
Yeah,
Does
it's fine.
Sabonis play center?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Maybe
Then on
Jokic.
the Kings, he'd be disgusting.
I don't know. I just think him and you'd have Fox, you'd have fucking I don't know who the two guy is.
Kevin Herter.
Oh yeah, wow, that'd be a nice little squad.
Yeah,
I don't know who the small
watched him
forward is.
play live and he
Uh,
torched.
But Pascal and
Harrison
what's it called?
Barnes. Harrison Barnes is their small.
Yeah. There you go then. Fuck him and the smallest Pascal
I think
at the forehand.
Bonus.
Sabonis is literally baby Jokic, so
yeah,
I think that Kings team would be good. Especially the run they're making right now.
they're a
Could
playoff
you
team right
imagine
now.
at
Like
By
the
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 trade
way,
weekend.
deadline? Yeah, really. Could you imagine at the trade deadline they would get Pascal? That'd be nice. I think that'd benefit Darren Fox too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have someone like Pascal there. For OG, trying to think because I like OG. The Suns would be good for him. OG small forward. Isn't he a shooting guard though? Can he
small
play
forward,
small
shooting
stuff?
guard. He can
Yeah.
play all
What's his
shooting
primary?
guards. Primary small, but he can play the power and the shooting guard.
Wow, he can play the power. How big is he?
He plays bigger than he is.
Is he not 6? Yeah, I was gonna say, is OG not 6'6", 6'7"?
6'7", but he plays bigger than he is.
Okay, yeah. I'd
He's
probably
a
run it.
big
Yeah,
boy.
shooting. I'm trying to think of a good team for like even on the. Imagine Pascal and wow, Pascal and OG get shipped off to Dallas. That'd be nice for Luca. Be huge for
I
Luka.
say OG to the Clippers.
That'd
Team
be.
him
I
up
like
with
that too.
PG and Kawhi.
And
You
fucking what's called John Wall too.
you can't pair him with PG and Kawhi on
You don't
the
think
same
so?
court. That'd be too small of a lineup. I don't care if you have Zubac in the center.
Yeah, but you said yourself you got OG playing bigger than he is. PG at
Yeah.
the 2, Kawhi now Kawhi would play the 4 probably. Or yeah.
Kawhi would probably play the 4, but I don't know how that would work because
That'd be
the way
interesting though.
PG and Kawhi play is kind of the way OG plays.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to find him on the bench somewhere, and he'd come in with PG and Kawhi. But
I don't watch a whole lot of
in
Raptors
clutch
games,
time, but in clutch time you got to run a small ball. OG plays bigger than he is, but you can't run a small ball in clutch time. You got to run traditional power. You got to have a down low duo.
Yeah, from what I see from the little time, like, because I've watched a decent handful of Raptor games, but like OG not a solid spot up, but he works good off ball.
Oh yeah, he's great off ball.
Yeah, then I think he would work fine with Kawhi and fucking Paul George. Paul George is an on-ball scorer, but he can work off ball very well as well. Same with Kawhi.
Who leads
I think
though? Who's your point guard that's going to lead that charge?
Either John Wall or Reggie Jackson.
No, but
I would say John Wall for assist and shit.
A lot of the time, Paul George runs the ball down still, even if John Wall's on the floor. Paul George just still run through the ball would run through him on the one.
I wouldn't mind
Kawhi, though.
I wouldn't mind seeing a package with those two going to Miami either.
Wow, OG in Miami, yeah.
I think that'd be a disgusting fit. Pascal and OG in Miami.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think
Gonna
you
be-
really give up much. I think you give up Tyler Hero. That's the only problem. You give
Oh,
up
you'd
your
yeah,
sixth
they're
man.
not for agents. You'd have to trade.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
for Pascal, I think you're
Yeah,
giving
I
up.
was gonna say.
Yeah, no, for Pascal. Well, Pascal and OG, I think 100% you're getting rid of Bam. 100% Bam
Yeah.
goes. And in
yeah.
my opinion, I'm not too high on Bam.
No.
Bam hasn't really improved since his
Oh,
rookie year.
never
In
mind.
my
Sorry.
opinion, not really. I don't think Bam's really improved a whole lot.
I don't think you
So
trade Pascal for Bam. I don't think that's a move that Heat
no,
make.
and OG though. I think you need OG in that.
The
I
Heat
would.
Yeah.
don't make that. I say the Raptors don't make that. He'd accept that deal all day.
Yeah.
Siakam for Bam.
No, and OG. Get OG.
Yeah.
I would take it if I was the Heat. I mean, Bam. I just don't see a lot. Bam, in my opinion, hasn't really improved a whole lot.
No.
That Heat
Bam,
team in
Offensively
general.
a bit.
Bam can shoot the midi, and he's your paint defender. He plays big down there, and he
That's
was
good.
there for the finals run. You can say it was the bubble, but whatever. That Heat team was actually really really good. When they landed Iggy, I told you that season, that Ashton, I told you that the Heat are a playoff contender, title
Yeah.
contender, and
Yeah, you have
then
them as your dark horse for sure.
yeah, and then Tyler Hero started scoping, and then they had Jay Crowder at the time. Bam was your big man.
He's going to
Jimmy
Shanghai
stepped
Sharks soon
up,
now.
yeah, and then who?
He's going. Jay Crowder's going to the Shanghai Sharks
And no, he's
soon.
coming to the Raptors, and I'm buying one of his jerseys. Love my boy Jay Crowder, the goat right there.
He thinks he's worth more than he is.
Yeah, he does. He thinks he's Kevin Durant.
For real though. Well, but the NBA is actually disrespected. They literally said, "All right, see you. If you don't want
Yeah,
to fucking, you don't want what we can give you. Like we're trying to offer you some money. You think you're worth more? See
see ya,
ya.
butters.
Rot. You can rot.
Yeah, smell you, bud. Fuck yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that Toronto team's gonna do or who they're
I
gonna
say
trade.
they
I think you're gonna see Scotty and OG stay. You're gonna see both them start to develop more. I say you see Freddie, Trent, Pascal, Achua, um, some of your other little guys. They're
They
all gonna
don't like.
leave. They're all gonna leave.
Well, they don't like to play their point guard either because I think what's his name
keep
Fred
Fred.
was out for a little bit, and they don't like to play that point guard they just picked up. I forget.
Um,
He's like a ginger guy. I think his name Matt, maybe something.
uh,
Flynn.
yeah, Malachi
No.
Flynn.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
won't
that's
play
it.
him for some reason, and he's not bad. Like he
He's a
literally
good
is a
shooter.
point guard. They're not playing their point guards. I've noticed. If
Nick
Fred's
Nurse
not
is
out or
also a
something,
prick. Nick Nurse is
yeah.
also a prick. He pulled Fred VanVleet before he broke a record and wouldn't put him back in.
Wow.
He did it to Pascal too. Nick Nurse is a straight up prick. I like him as a coach, but as a human, he's a fucking prick. A lot of guys have said in that locker room that they've had like beef with him, that they just think he's a prick. He's like if you watch hockey, he's the torch of the NBA. He's
Yeah.
just an asshole. He finds one guy and he picks on him. He
Nice.
did it to Pascal.
If I'm
So
the Raptors, I'm keeping Fred till the end of the season. I'm packaging him in whatever pick we have, and I'm going for number 2 pick.
yeah, but you have to do a sign and trade at that point.
Yeah, but as the
Yeah, but
Raptors, you
the
grabbing at the number 2 tapper.
Scoot Henderson's going to be a star. Don't give a fuck about Victor. He's gonna be the generational talent, but Scoot is going to be that guy.
And it's actually good for him because a lot of pressure taken off simply because Victor. He actually falls, in my opinion, in the jaw category. Because look, if especially if Victor
Yeah.
does get hurt, the best thing to happen in Jaw's career is Zion getting hurt. That's
And
a
he
fact,
plays
in my
just like
opinion.
him, except for he's a bit taller. 6'5",
Yeah.
I want to say. Insanely athletic, can shoot the ball.
They'd run up the
Looks
one.
good on both. Yeah, he's a point guard. He looks good
Yeah.
at both ends of the floor. Like he
And
looks
then,
like
and if they do get him, you got him and Scotty too.
yeah.
He
And if
just
it
will be in
wasn't
a
for
rebuild for the next like
Victor,
3 years. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
who was last year's draft? Paolo. You
Paolo,
put
um,
Scoot in that draft. He's won, easy one.
Jaden Ivey. I don't know if Scoot goes over Paolo. Are you sure?
Scoot goes over Paolo. Yeah, I like
I'm
Paolo.
just seeing how
He looks
Paolo's
good.
averaging 18 in his rookie year. That's
Yeah,
what I'm looking at.
he's good, but I feel like the ceiling for Scoot is so
Higher.
much higher.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. The rookies coming in, they're gonna be weird. I haven't watched a lot of the rookie highlights yet. I have to go over that soon before the draft.
I've been keeping my eye on Scoot because everyone keeps their eye on Victor, and I
Yeah.
prefer guards.
Well, Victor is massive. He's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
If he wasn't, expected to have LeBron, Jordan tendencies, Hakeem, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like be an all-time great. Scoot's an easy number one pick overall.
I feel bad
Any other
for
draft.
Wembanyama, simply because he's in the LeBron um dilemma of he's gonna be the next generational talent, but he needs
Wow.
to do it in the next he's gonna get into the league and they're gonna expect him to be in the finals by his third season.
Yep.
They're gonna hold his
Victor?
expectation. Yeah, they're gonna
I
Yeah.
don't
hold
think
him.
so. I think they're gonna no. I think they're gonna what's I think they're gonna be a little more lenient on him. Third year's crazy.
Well, they were
Yeah,
shitting
but
on
they're looking
LeBron,
at him as
like LeBron, like they were looking at LeBron, the
yeah.
next GOAT, better
I don't think
simply better
I
than
don't think they
Mike.
expected LeBron to go to the finals with that shit Cavs team that early.
They expected him to win it when he did go. They
Yeah.
still shit on him to this day because he couldn't win with the Cavs in that time. It's like it's not his fault. That team
I
was
feel like he gets a lot of passes for that Cavs team, but he shouldn't have lost it to White, but he
whose
did.
debate
So
are you watching?
I see a lot of people don't give him too much flack for not winning with that Cavs team. They gas
Skip
him
does.
actually. I
Skip
think
rips him
Yeah.
apart.
but that's Skip. Skip's actually
Stephen A.
valid.
Stephen A. rips him apart.
For not winning with that Cavs team.
Yeah.
I feel like he gets a lot. LeBron James gets a lot of passes to begin with, and the Cavs team is one where he gets actually credited for just dragging them to the finals. Which I
The
think he should get
media
fucking
gives him credit, but influencers and shit like Skip and them rip him apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but fucking the only time I can really shit on him for that Cavs team is that Dwight matchup when he should have faced Kobe in the finals. He should have
Fair
made it
enough.
past Dwight, in my
I
opinion.
still can't believe those two never had a finals duel. It's still crazy.
And literally, no, it was all hyped up. The entire year, that shit was hyped up because, like, the fucking LeBron James, I think the previous year, he did go to the finals. I think it was.
Okay.
And yeah, I think the previous year he went to the finals. And then Kobe, it was him and Kobe were supposed to meet up there. It was literally advertised. It was hype as fuck. And LeBron James just couldn't come through. Kobe made it, but LeBron James.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was 08 that Braun went to the finals, I want to say. And 09 Kobe did, 010 Kobe did.
Yeah, and then it was the Magic and the Celtics who we met up there.
The Magic, I've seen like not player highlights, analysis of that team. That team is actually pretty good. That Magic team, it was pretty good.
It really, it was all really relied on Dwight. It was one of the teams where the center is a major key. Like this, obviously, because Dwight was
04 Pistons vibes.
Should never have. That's crazy. Actually, I didn't realize until like you don't realize it in the moment, but if you actually take time to think about it, Kobe would have won 4 in a row if he beat that Pistons team.
Kobe would have had 6 in a row. In my opinion, because
6 in a row.
Listen, that's when Shaq and Kobe finally
broke up.
snapped and broke.
Yeah.
I say they keep winning. I don't know a team that beat Shaq and Kobe.
I think
because that Pacers team was suspended that season. They were suspended the next season.
I just think the burnout. I think they burn out. First off, a three-peat's hard as fuck. You're tired and drained at a three-peat, which I get it's years in advance, but you just are drained because you're going to the postseason every year when you win 3 in a row, obviously.
So, you get no recovery time.
I see. Well, Kobe had that work ethic. I think if Shaq stays on that team, they can win. They can win 6. I don't say they do. They can. Yeah. They win 4, and I think they win maybe 5. But that Indiana team finally broke up because they got suspended for the Malice of the Palace. Nobody stepped up to them that season. The Lakers still dominate for 5, and then maybe the Celtics for 6. Celtics take that 6th one away. I don't know.
05 Celtics or 06
Celtics? No. What's it called? The 2010? No, the 2008. What year did the Celtics win?
What's the timeline? What's the timeline I'm looking at here?
When
did they break up?
6 in a row.
03?
Yeah. So 6 in a row would be 06 would be their final one.
Who went to the finals in 06 again? I can't remember. It was the Spurs versus. Was it?
That is tough.
Was it the Cavs?
No, LeBron didn't go in 08. The Celtics did. The Celtics won in 2008.
Yeah.
It was 2008 Celtics, I think.
Yes, they beat Kobe.
Yeah.
So it's 07.
Kobe won in 09 and 2010.
Yeah. Yeah, when you said the Cavs too, I think LeBron went in 6. It's 7. I think he's 7. It was in 7. 6, 7.
Okay, so it's just
so they beat that Cavs team as well.
Yeah. Oh, if they have Shaq, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they don't. They don't beat I don't think they beat the Celtics team.
No, maybe.
I don't think they do. I'm looking at Shaq.
Only if Shaq manages his weight, because Shaq still won with D Wade in Miami.
No, that's what I'm saying though. I'm looking at Shaq after that Miami run.
Yeah.
I don't think he wins in 2008 with
Fair
against
enough.
that Celtics
Fair
team.
enough. Where did
Wait,
Shaq go in
if
2008? Was he with LeBron in 08?
No. He was still he was still with he didn't leave Wade right away.
Where'd he
He
go?
his
Where'd he go
after
after that?
after
What
the
season
Heat,
was that?
he went to the Cavs after the Heat, I think.
And then he bounced to Phoenix.
Yeah, he went to the Cavs in
Yeah.
08. He went to the Cavs in the 08 season. And then right after the Celtics won it, he went to the Celtics.
Okay.
I
So
think.
yeah, I don't know how many Kobe gets right there, but I think he gets a lot in a row. I think he might cap out at 5 after he wins the
I
4.
don't see him winning 6 in a row.
no,
6 is
I,
crazy.
I
That's a lot
I
of
I
think
fucking.
could
you have a
see
burnout
6.
at 6. I think you have a burnout in 6 at 7, and then right after that, if Shaq manages his weight, he wins the 6 right after those 2 burnouts.
I feel like he could have won 6 in a row. Actually, like if they all both stayed peak performance.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking
Because
at
we say Mike could have won 8 in a row. You still say to this day that you believe if Mike did not retire, he wins 8 in a row.
yeah.
It's the right, yeah, yeah. It's crazy to say in a row though. Yeah, I think it's that Rockets team though is still like with Hakeem and fucking it was so complete. Like
Do they
you're gonna
beat
ask,
do they
I
beat the
don't
Bulls?
know. They were suited perfect. Like they were really good to beat the Bulls. The problem is who's gonna stop Hakeem? Yes, but who's gonna stop Mike? Like Mike's going to torch fucking Clyde, Kenny the Jet. Like he's torching
I'm
them.
looking at this right now. They beat Detroit that year for 4 in a row. Let's say
Yeah.
that. They got the Spurs who went 7 with the Pistons. So that they're still in peak performance. Kobe's getting
That's
better because he's young. I could see them beating them again. So that's 05 to make 5 in a row. And then the Wade led Heat without Shaq this time.
yeah. You don't know if he goes there then. Okay, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Shaq,
that's what I'm
Wade did
saying.
Wade that entire series. Like, don't worry, Shaq put a little bit of work. Not even all. Shaq put work in, but Wade led that team. Does Wade even make it there without Shaq though? No, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. And who's gonna,
Yeah.
who's going to take over there? Clearly not a super team because they
Although
lost anyway.
I get. Don't get me wrong. I get fucking that if Kobe still has Shaq, but he automatically they just get a pass to the finals. Do you think? Because Dirk was on demon time, like Dirk was MVP type shit, so he's just gonna get a pass.
I mean, it's Shaq and Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah. I think Shaq. Yeah, you're right. Shaq Kobe. We just thinking that they get an instant pass to the
I'm
finals.
thinking because you have to think Kobe was still young going into those finals in 2000. It's only getting better.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be crazy, man.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
there's potential there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna what's called. They do probably. I don't even know what I'm saying. Dirk, he's gonna maul Dirk, but like, it's the fact that just because if Shaq stays, I get a hypothetical, but if Shaq stays, just obviously other teams would make moves to try to build up there because that's the big threat. But probably, yeah, I could say him in 6. I don't know. That Spurs team was good too, though. The Spurs team was very underrated. Like, yeah.
Timmy does exist. Timmy is
Another thing I want to bring up real quick, just controversial take. If LeBron doesn't throw the series in 2011 versus Dirk, he doesn't finish his career winning Finals MVP on every champion he wins.
Why?
Every championship. Wade in that series was fucking ridiculous. You go back and look at Wade's numbers. Yeah.
Yes,
but
if LeBron doesn't, well, no. Here's the thing. That's why I don't think if LeBron doesn't choke, that means like LeBron is putting up good numbers.
Yeah.
The reason Wade's able to put those numbers up is because LeBron is choking.
Yeah, but it was like
That's the reason why.
35 a game Wade was putting up. This is ridiculous stats.
He's given what's called when LeBron put up 15 a game in that series.
Something like that.
Exactly. So if LeBron isn't choking, you're gonna instantly take away 7 points away from Wade's 35. So now he's putting up 28.
I guess.
LeBron,
yeah.
add 7 to LeBron's
fair.
15, but there's 22, which LeBron is not putting up 22. If he's choking, LeBron's putting up 26. So take more away from Wade. LeBron wins. If LeBron doesn't choke, LeBron wins. Nick's right. LeBron wins that Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason
that's
Wade,
fair.
the only reason Wade's in that conversation is because LeBron's shit in the bed.
If you swap Bosch for Melo, does that team win 4?
No.
For that stint?
They need it, Bosch. I don't think that team would. I think that team actually doesn't win 2 with Melo there. I think that team needed Bosch. Melo had an ego, and Bosch is that rebound 1? Melo ain't getting you that rebound. Ray Allen will hit that shot. Melo isn't getting you that rebound though. Melo isn't even giving it to Allen actually.
No, he's shooting himself.
Yeah.
Fair.
Melo's fading away.
One thing I just want to say is, but
Some
that
I get you said
2011.
there's some teams that you need a guy who isn't that star power. You need a guy who's a notch a tier down.
You
in
need
my
a
opinion.
Draymond
Yeah,
type
that's what
player.
I'm saying.
So yeah,
All I want to say again is, LeBron drops 130 bomb in that 2011 finals. They have a good chance to win it, and that's what I meant by Wade wins that 130
Yeah.
bomb, just to win Game 6, push them over, or Game
Dirk-
5. Sorry.
Dirk was on some shit though. That was
Yeah,
Perk Nowinski. Like Dirk was feeling it, my boy. He's going hard.
fair.
Dirk was
Fuck.
Dirk was on one, man. Fuck
And he
that.
needed that too.
I mean,
Burn.
do the Heat win against against the Spurs if their AC doesn't go out? Because
No,
they
the Spurs. It was inevitable that LeBron and them had to lose to that Spurs team, in my opinion. It's actually they shouldn't have. I don't give a fuck. That Spurs team, yes, that Spurs team. They were all like 38. They were in LeBron now. That entire Spurs team when they beat that Heat
they were
team.
old
Yes, they were an
with a
old
young
Spurs
Kawhi
team.
though. That's
They
the
should
thing.
not.
They had a
Yeah,
young
a
Kawhi.
21, 22-year-old Kawhi, who gave you I
Kawhi's
think under
overhyped.
20 games, who gave you
And
under
20
20 points per game.
In 2014, his
Yep.
Finals MVP was overhyped.
Yeah, because
He
guess what?
guarded LeBron. That's why he got it. That's why Iggy got his. He
LeBron
guarded
James.
LeBron.
There you go, and that backs my theory more. LeBron James
Iguodala
and them
effect.
should have
Yeah.
won. They literally should have won that
Yeah.
series. That's the pass I'm not giving them. I will give them the Warriors pass all day, and even the fucking early Cavs days pass. I'm not giving them the Heat, or I'm not giving them any pass
Yeah.
on the Heat. Really,
No,
Yeah, no.
I don't think you really can. You can't really
you
fight
know, you
that.
had the best team in the league, and you formed that team in free agency. You didn't get traded there. You formed that fucking team. You
And
built
Ray-
that championship team.
And Ray Allen also he destroyed and saved so many careers with one 3-point shot. T-Mac gets his
yeah.
T-Mac gets his ring. Timmy's undefeated in the finals, I think, or he has
6-0,
6.
yeah.
He has
Yeah.
6. That Heat
Tony
team
Parker
goes
has 3.
Yeah, that Heat team goes 1-3. LeBron only has 3 titles instead of 4. Skip's kind of right with that one. He saved and destroyed so many careers with that shot.
Yeah, that
Because
right on chat bait. Like obviously, don't get me wrong. Like LeBron James led them back to
Yeah.
get to that shot.
he had
But-
9. What do you have? 9 straight points, something like
Yeah.
that. Something ridiculous.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
11.
those 9 points are going noticed if Ryan misses. We don't care about them.
Yeah.
Ryan has to complete that fucking. He has to ice on
Yeah.
the cake. He has to complete that shot. Like,
And the thing that also hurts LeBron with that Ray Allen saved his career is he missed the shot that got Bosh that rebound.
Yeah.
If he don't miss that shot, if it's someone
No, for
else who
real,
shoots
yeah.
and misses it, LeBron's
In my
Scott
opinion,
didn't save his
yeah,
career.
yeah,
It's
LeBron
my
also missed it,
opinion.
yeah.
In my opinion, if LeBron goes up, he slows down and shoots instead of trying to force it, because he forced it quick. If you go back and watch, he's running
Yeah.
and he immediately pulls up and shoots.
Yeah.
Jimmy
If he-
Butler,
Yeah, if he goes down and he does a snatch, creates some space, takes his time and shoots, I think he hits that because he was on a fucking heater. He was not missing shots. So I think LeBron can make it. I think LeBron can. He wasn't a good 3-point shooter, but at that time, but still, I think he makes that shot if he takes his time.
I think he misses regardless. I think that round shot he wasn't hitting that shot. I think that's he obviously I think Rayon really I don't want to use the word save because obviously LeBron got him to 9. But if you look at it like the way Tap said, LeBron chucked it, he missed. So yeah, I think LeBron missed that regardless. He just wasn't built for that last shot. He burnt out, getting those fucking 9, 10
I also
points
want to
straight.
say Chris Bosh there also saved LeBron's career.
Underrated.
Danny Green in the corner,
Chris Bosh did his
blocked by
job, bro.
Bosh at the buzzer. Like
Yeah,
goes
that by the
unnoticed.
way, in if it wasn't in that time frame, the announcers even said it. That's a foul at the start of the game. What Bosch did.
Yeah.
That's a foul at the start of the game. Yeah. It was. I just think it wasn't called because it was a clutch block, or it was at the end of the game, or it would have threw something
End
off.
of regulation.
Yeah. So
'Cause
the announcers even said it at the start of regulation. They would have called a foul on that.
Yep.
Actually, I want to take back what I said about the fucking Heat thing too. I forgot that they faced OKC the first year, so I think Melo and them would have won with OKC. I think Melo beats them with fucking we saw Bosh out for fucking Carmelo Anthony in that OKC series. I think Melo still would win. I think the Heat win that.
It's kind of crazy to me that
I always
OKC
forget that.
team made the finals. Like they were a great. Not that they were a bad team. They were a great fucking team.
He's young.
They were so young, and I feel so bad that they were so underprepared for it because they played the playoffs and they got to the finals and they just were not ready for that veteran
You
squad.
have to blow that up, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you weren't ready for that veteran squad coming in.
I just don't think it matters. They always say like, what if they kept Harden? Harden doesn't become James Harden if they keep him.
No.
Yeah.
Harden became James Harden on the Rockets. Harden was
Yeah.
6 man on the OKC.
100%.
Yeah.
Nick,
I
back
am
to what
seeing
you
this. Yeah, continue, Tabber.
back to what you were saying. Yeah, no, that block was at the buzzer. So yeah,
Yeah.
any other point in that game, and that's called. But they're not
Yeah.
ending
Hit on
this
a
series
foul.
off
On a
free
foul.
throws.
How do you feel about this?
And
We're coming up to the trade deadline, and I'm seeing this now. The Phoenix Suns are kind of starting their part ways with Chris Paul for their future. They're kind of eyeing down a guy like Terry Rozier, Emmanuel Quickly, and Fred VanVleet as potential trade targets.
I don't like the Suns personally.
Yeah, I'm not a
Don't
big
care
Suns
what
guy, but
happens there.
I
think
don't care what the
Terry-
Suns do. They had their one chance and they blew
I
it.
think Terry and Fred would be nice though. Sub Chris Paul out for.
Yeah. I think Fred over Terry simply
Just
because
that window's closed, unfortunately.
yeah. Do you see
The
Booker
one
requesting a
super
trade? I think
Who?
I see Booker.
Can I see him requesting a trade?
Yeah, because
not yet.
he's tasted the finals now. He never tasted that playoffs before on the Suns.
Yeah.
He was content being that guy down there, getting like 25 a
He
game.
also for some reason has a huge ego, and I believe he's a
Yeah.
Kobe meat rider, so he really thinks that he can probably stay loyal to the fucking Suns and do something for them.
I
Right.
see the opposite
That's-
because he's tasted the finals and
Mhm.
he's tasted it, and like you said, he has an ego. Now he wants to win. He wants to blow his ego up. So I see him asking for a trade. I don't know.
I would give him 3-4 years before he does.
Well, that's the end of his contract, so he'll just sign somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see it as
he's on a
you don't
ridiculously long contract. It's like what, 7 years or some bullshit like that. Ridiculous.
no.
It's ridiculous. No, it's
I think
ridiculously long contract.
Booker,
Yeah,
7 year. I don't think he signed a 7 year contract.
it's a
I think
ridiculously long contract. The extensions can give him
Contracts are
7 years.
relevant, and especially in
okay,
today's
yeah,
NBA.
no, the extension could, but I
Yeah,
mean
because
give him
contracts.
7
Yeah, no, he
years.
signed a
contract,
max. I think he signed a max. Yeah,
Yeah,
contracts are relevant regardless. Because if I sign a max contract tomorrow and I want, all that is securing your money.
yeah,
If I want,
fair
I'll
enough.
just request a trade and not play, and they will have to get rid of me, which is wild.
Yeah. That Players Association really made that possible too.
Now, I don't know. I'm kind of big on the Raptors thing because I can see Freddie wear a lot of places, and I see another thing here saying the Clippers are interested in Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet.
Clippers want Fred VanVleet. Kyle Lowry will be out by the time playoffs come.
Yeah.
Happened
Well,
last year. He felt at the end of the season his back. He has back spasms. He's fucking
Yeah.
like in his 30s, making ridiculous money too. So
I wouldn't mind Freddie on
You
the
know-
Clippers. I think
I
he'd
wouldn't mind.
kinda-
I think they should
he'd
trade
fit
for
them
Mike
nice.
Conley. Mike Conley.
Yeah.
They need. I think they need a guy like Mike Conley, a very humble guy who can accept his role very easily.
yeah.
So I think Mike Conley should go there.
I don't know.
That's me.
I'm taking Fred all day over Conley personally. I think I'd rather we're seeing the Clippers. Conley, I'm not really. I've watched him in the Jazz.
The
Struggles to
Clippers need a
score.
guy. The Clippers need a
Mediocre
guy who can
playmaker.
be a second. No, sorry. Fred needs to go to a team who has one superstar, and they need a second star who can lead. The Clippers already have 2 stars, one that can lead. You throw Conley on there.
I think
that's a great mix.
Yeah, I think
It's a
that's.
great mix.
I think Fred would kind of obviously not to the extent, but he falls into like the
Reggie Jackson.
no, I know like a championship team, but he falls back and no, he starts. Am I wrong? I'm not saying he doesn't start. He will start, but he
Yeah.
kind of falls. He doesn't have the spotlight on him at all. He has Paul George, guys who are in front of him. Paul George, fucking Kawhi Leonard. Fred VanVleet slides in there as that third option point guard too, because he can facilitate. I think he'd fit really nice on the Clippers. And defensively, he's a liability on defense.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not even big on Fred VanVleet, but the Clippers would be nice because those two boys will make up for it. The Clippers in general are a great defensive team. I think they're top 3 for defensive rating in the league as well. So the Clippers for sure would suit fucking Freddie nice. They'd make up for his, the
I feel like he would just pull a upgraded Reggie Jackson though on the Clippers. You know?
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Nick
It's not
said, as
needed. It's
shots
not
up.
necessarily needed because Reggie is a taller point guard, a better defender.
I see Freddie going to a place like the Heat. Better fit for the Heat, I find.
I say dump Lowry and just fucking scoop up the next Raptor.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
I can see it. I dump fucking Lowry. I love my boy Kyle Lowry, but he's old now. He's still gonna get your buckets, and he's not gonna hit the floor as much though because of his back. That's the
Yeah.
thing. That
Yeah,
back is
that'd be
killer for
scrappy.
him, man. That back is killer for him.
How do you feel for our boy Durant though? He should be coming back. He's walking around and he'll be at practices now. I've seen that. I think I don't know. I think Kyrie's holding in the ship
Yeah.
decent so far. They're still a top 5. They're in 4th, and Kyrie is putting them on their back. He has like 98 points in the last 2 games. Or like 90 points the last 2 games. 40, I think 8, and then 38.
48
It's
and
fucking wild.
42, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
No. You're right. 38 versus Warriors. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, no.
and he was fucking with Skull. He's efficient too. We already know he's gonna be efficient. Not, and
Yeah.
he did that 48 game on 4 free throws.
That's
You don't
wild.
see that. Your favorite
That's
player's
wild.
not doing that, Jonathan. So, and for some reason, Kyrie's underrated. Like he's not the best point guard in the East.
His
So I
favorite
can't
player
imagine
just
he
had
was on.
71, so I don't know.
True, but look at the free throws.
But 20, yeah.
20
Yeah,
free
that's
throws, so he
right.
still has 51.
Yeah, okay, 3 more than
So,
Kyrie though. Kyrie
yeah.
took 4 free throws. You don't
Yeah,
see
that's
that.
crazy. Oh, it's insane.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane. Don't get me wrong.
Luka dropped 60 on 25 free throws.
Yeah.
He still
But
had the
25
triple-double.
made.
your favorite player just isn't doing that. 4 free throws is crazy,
Yeah.
especially in today's NBA game. They don't like to give that guy free throw calls at all.
Jamal Murray,
How many free throws do he have?
0 on 50 points.
He had
Versus
0.
Donovan in the
Jesus.
first round.
Goes the bubble though. Doesn't count.
That's wild. That's outlandish. All
I
right.
don't know
Well,
why people talk like that. People are
yeah.
crazy like that though.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of at the end of the segue. We're just kind of talking about crazy stuff now that's going on in the league.
Yeah.
So I think we're running at almost an hour and a half now.
Oh
It's been a
wow.
long. Oh yeah, it's been
It
a long
did
segue.
not feel like it.
No,
Yeah.
that's quick.
Yeah, we've been covering a lot of ground. We
Okay,
talked about the Heat.
before we call this though, let's see MVPs. Who will win it? And I don't want to
Tatum.
see an easy one. I don't hear but easy one. Who will win it and who's
Tatum.
the runner up? I personally have Tatum. I think Jason Tatum wins it. And your runner-up's
Tatum with
Jokic.
Embiid running up.
Wow, I think Jokic.
Wow.
Luka won't
I
be
think
runner up.
Giannis running it up.
Okay, I got Jokic. I think Tatum
I got
wins it and
Tatum
Jokic
winning,
runner up.
yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Tatum too. I said Tatum at the
I
beginning
got
of the year,
Tatum and
Tapper.
Giannis.
I said that at the beginning of the year. I said Tatum and then
I said
you said
Luka.
who'd you Tapper said Steph, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
said
got
Luka.
$1,000 on that game or on that bet too.
What
I got
bet?
$20. I got $20 currently sitting on my Betway for Anthony Davis to win MVP, and he was actually putting up MVP numbers, and they were about to put him in the slot, and then he decided to snap his leg. So I'm pretty pissed off about that.
Start of the year, Ashton. Driving home
Oh
to
no,
work.
yeah.
$1,000 you put on Tatum, I put 1,000 on Curry.
What to win MVP?
And if no one wins it, no one gets money. That was the bet we made. And David's car on the way back from work.
So you tell me if Tatum wins, I can win a bag?
See, you forgot about
Yeah.
that, and you just completely fessed up, and now he's collecting
He's
his
a
bag
man
at
of
the
his
end of the
word.
season.
He's a man of his
He owes me
word.
200 from Jokic's MVP not that
Facts
long
plus the
ago.
7.
So
Plus the 7. So you take that off, I'll only owe you $100. So there you go. I mean, you'll owe me $100 if Tatum wins.
3. I owe you 3.
Oh, there we go. We're up. Tatum
you
is
go.
going to win because he's the best small forward in the league.
Kevin Durant. But yeah, so
LeBron James steps in.
that's kind of the end of the
Giannis.
podcast. We're running the segue here.
Luka.
Yeah. Well, we're moving on. Well, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, the 3 of us will be on next week.
Oh, for sure.
Are you boys down
I'm
for
always
next
down
week?
on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
always
be
down
here.
on Tuesdays.
All right.
So Tuesdays
That
or
works for
Mondays.
me. Basketball Thursday probably won't happen. I'm not making any promises. I mean, not basketball. Hockey Thursday probably won't happen. I'm not making any promises on that one. So yeah, that's pretty much the
I
end of
could
the
hop in
podcast.
if needed.
Yeah.
I
So
can't
thanks for
record on
watching.
one.
We'll see you next time on Small Town Sports for basketball.
Peace.
Oh no.
Mommy.